So welcome again to tonight's class. It's gonna be very intensive and very interactive. So I want you to keep your eyes open, your hands on your system. It's gonna be hands-on, not just gonna be a usual class, but it's gonna be hands-on, practical class, you know. So you should be much more interactive tonight. I would not want a situation where the class will just be a lecturing or a teaching thing. It's going to be interactive, so you put your eyes up and your thumbs up. So please try as much as possible not to go out of the class. Remain right in the class. And whenever there is need for a response, please always give a response. Don't be lazy to unmute your microphone. Give a response to when response is needed, and you know it can be very motivating. So thank you once again. Good night. You're welcome once again. So right now we'll be talking about the recap of what we have yesterday. We're not going into what we had yesterday, but we're talking about what we recapped yesterday. Um, Yesterday we talked about installation of your GitHub. That's your Git Bash. We talked about installation of your Git Bash yesterday, and I want to believe almost everybody here already had a watch on the video. If you're yet to watch the video, go back to the group and look for the video, the link to the video. Make sure you watch the video because you may not be able to grasp and follow us properly tonight. We talked about navigating on Google Doc, how you can permit people to have access to your documents, how you can restrict people from having access to your Google Doc. We had a practical class, and which is all in the video which we had yesterday. We also had creating a token, a personal access token for your repo. We also did a very practical class on creating your personal access token. We also did a very practical class on creating or generating your repo. We talked about what repository is. You can go back to the video and watch how you can create your repository on your GitHub site. And also we talked about how you can how you can add up merge your GitHub with your what's it called, your GitHub and your repo from your terminal. How you can use your sandbox terminal, how you can connect your sandbox terminal with your GitHub. So we all did that yesterday. We also did a very practical class on how we can commit, how we can create a readme file. We talked about what a readme file is. You all understand what a readme file is. I want to believe you all understand what a readme file is. So we talked about what a readme file is. We also talked about how to create a message in a readme file, then how to commit, how to git add, how to commit, how to write a commit message, and also we also looked at how to git push whatsoever you have committed into your GitHub website. So we did all of that yesterday, and I believe there are no much questions. So let's see if there is going to be any question. I want to give just like 5 minutes if there is going to be any question, sort of question, as regards to what we did yesterday, just what we did yesterday. If you need any area of clarification, so I will be giving you a few minutes. You can put on your hands, you can put up your hand so that I can identify you want to ask a question. But before we go into the question, I would like to address, so many of you are talking about creating a group. You want to create a group of 6 persons. What ALX has made a provision for you is that there is going to be what we call Jasper. Jasper on ALX, on ALX uh, Slack has been made available for you to create a group of 6 persons. So you're going to be having that as a project. You're going to be doing that. So chill, you don't have to go and create a Telegram page. You're just going to be wasting your time. It has been tried several times, it doesn't work. So there is what we call Jasper. Jasper is going to be available for you on the Slack to create a group of 6 persons, and it's going to be a project for you to create. So don't worry yourself, just relax and chill while everything unveils itself with time. By this time tomorrow, you're already doing your first project. So you can always check up from 6 a.m. or midnight, maybe after 12 a.m. of whatsoever time uh, the time axis on your area. You will definitely get um, a message from ALX about your first project. So, for you to keep you ahead of whatsoever that is coming, we have done a little recap on that. So, some of you are talking about not having sandbox on your intranet. Yes, you cannot have sandbox for now until you have been able to activate sandbox with some projects. There are some projects you have to do before you can begin to use your sandbox. So you are yet to do those projects. So until you are done with those projects before you have access to your sandbox. So right now you have your the same thing a sandbox will definitely do. You have another terminal which is called the GitHub the GitHub desktop. Is going to give you all what the sandbox will give you. So right now we're going to be connecting our sandbox. We're going to be connecting our sandbox with our we're going to be connecting our sandbox. I'm going to show you how to connect your sandbox with your GitHub desktop. Okay, so that is that. So I want to give you a time to ask questions. Emmanuel Atkins, you can have your question. You have the floor.
Okay, so yesterday, um, you were using one tool like that, something,
Please, can you
something thing. I don't
increase
really
can you
remember,
increase
but
the volume of your pitch? Can you pitch loud? Just hold on, please. Hold
okay.
on.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I'm with you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm with you.
Okay, so yesterday you were using one tool like that from your sandbox to to 2010 something. I don't really remember that. So I wanted to ask that: is this something that we are supposed to download, or is going to be provided for us through our sandbox?
I don't get.
Because
Can you
when you were
recap? You said I was doing something on my sandbox. What was that?
Yeah, after the GitHub, you went somewhere. You went into your intranet, and then you were showing us about this change directory and then this LS. But before you went to your terminal, I just got confused over there, and I got stuck. Then I couldn't continue with my laptop. So I wanted to ask if the tool you were using, you're also going to be provided with that, or we are supposed to download that.
Okay, wait. Do you have a sandbox on your intranet?
Yeah, I do, but
You have a
where you went to exactly, yeah. Where you went to exactly, I did not see that on my sandbox.
wait. Do you have a sandbox on your intranet right now?
Yeah, I can see sandbox on my intranet.
And have you been able to open it?
No, it's blank.
Okay, wait. Let me. Can you see my screen now? Can everybody see my screen now? Can you see my screen now?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Just watch, keep watching. Okay, do you have something like this? Do you have something like this on your sandbox?
Oh, it's blank. Just only run only,
Okay, click on the run only. Let
and
me
then
see. Click on the run only. Let me see what you have.
okay.
What do you have?
I'm coming. Please give me a minute. It's still blank.
Okay, still blank. So definitely
Yes.
you will be making use of your um, GitHub desktop tonight because you still not have access to your sandbox. So there is no way you will still be able to use your sandbox tonight. Okay, so just
Okay.
relax. Yes, so it is just a default from ALX. It's a default setup that you have to unlock your sandbox with some projects. So you'll be given some projects, and after which you can now have access to your sandbox. So let me quickly show you that on your onboarding. On your onboarding here, um, you will do all these projects. You will do all these projects. This is somebody's account, so you do all these projects. Map your mind. You and your learning community greet assignments, owning your learning, your network preservation, mental aerobics. Then before you can now come down and say you want to start with shell navigation. That's going to be your main first interface, and then that is when you can unlock your first project. So just relax. This is very important. um
Thank you very much.
yeah, so
So I think I'm good for now.
I think somebody also want to ask a question. Okay, Victor KK, you have the floor.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yes, I'm with
I wanted
you.
to ask, this video tonight, will it be recorded so that we can put,
Please, can you come again?
I said this video this night, this class, will it be recorded so that we can put it later?
Yes, you will have the video on our YouTube channel.
Okay, so it will be shared on the WhatsApp group, right?
Yes, you will have the link. Go to the go, just go right now. Everybody, if you're online right now, for you to keep updated, go and subscribe on the YouTube channel so that whenever we upload any video, some of you are just watching the video, you've not been subscribing. When you subscribe, now click on the notification, activate the notification button. Do that right now. I want everybody to go and do that right now so that whenever a video comes up, you receive a notification. You know that sometimes you may not get anybody to tell you a new video is there. So just go and click, go to the WhatsApp group, go to the WhatsApp group. Can somebody help us share the link to the YouTube channel? Our YouTube channel. Can somebody help us share the link right now on WhatsApp? And also share it in the chats in the Google Meet chats message so that people online now can see it. Share it on WhatsApp and share it here. I need somebody to do that for us right away. I need somebody to do that right away. So share it right away, so that that is not going to delay us. Has somebody done that? Okay, I think somebody Ogodu. Thank you, Ogodu. You can check
Yes, I've
now.
done it.
Yes. So the link is there now. I think Ogodu has been able to help us share the link. Are we sure that is the link?
About it.
Is it like Facebook or what? Which type of platform is it similar to Twitter or Facebook?
Okay, Slack is just like Slack is a chat bot. You use Slack to chat every other uh, uh, colleagues. You use it to chat your fellow cosmates. So it is designed apparently for different organizations. So ALX also keyed into Slack. So Slack will help you to chat and have proper cohort arrangement, so you can easily access those in your cohort. So that is what Slack does. Okay. Can you get that?
Amazing. Amazing. Appreciate your feedback.
Yes. So I hope you're ready on the Slack. Please, I want to encourage everybody to be on the
Appreciate this.
yes. I want to encourage everybody to be on the ALX Slack. Make sure you go and activate your Slack on your Gmail. I believe ALX must have sent you a message. So go and activate your Slack. Those of you that are talking about going to create group
Yeah.
of yeah, those of you that are talking about going to create a group of 6 persons on Telegram, you don't need to do that. ALX is going to provide you with a project that will automatically activate your Jasper. There's something they call Jasper. Jasper on Slack is going to help you create a group of 6 persons on your Slack bot. So you wouldn't have to go and start creating a group of 6 persons on Telegram or WhatsApp
Amazing.
whatsoever. Yes. So you already have that resources that's going to be available to you as you advance.
Amazing. So it's like a professional social media.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. So that is what it does.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. So, do we have any other person that wants to ask a question before we dive in into the class of today? Do we have anybody that wants to ask a question?
Yes, yes. I wanted to ask a question.
Okay, you can roll.
Okay. Yes, this private class you're talking about. How do we get there?
Okay, after this class, you can just come to my DM. Just message the admin. Just come to my DM. We'll have a conversation about it. It is
Oh,
very, very,
all right.
very confidential. Yeah, thank you.
All right.
So, do we have? I think we still have some persons raising up their hands. Treasure Felix, yes. Treasure Felix, you have the floor.
Thank you. It's not. Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm with you.
Okay. It's not really everybody that has gotten a message from ALX about this onboarding thing at Slack. So this, because I'm actually program for August. So I don't know. I might have to wait till I get the message. But I know I'm not sure. I don't know how to go about this Slack thing.
Okay, somebody like you should be on Slack. If not, there is no way you will have access to this platform. I want to believe you are already on a Slack. You got the WhatsApp shared group on Slack. If I am right, can you respond? How did you got to the general group? Treasure Felix, I'm with you.
I guess I was added there. I was added.
By who?
I really don't know.
It's not possible you are added. You must have find your way to the WhatsApp group, and that was from Slack. So there was no way any student that is not on ALX would have access to this platform. So you must be
Actually,
able.
the only
Okay, let me
the
answer
only
your question. Excuse. I just want to retract. I just want to retrace back to where you're coming from. So there is no way if you're not on Slack that you will have access. And if by any chance you find your way to this platform, then Maybe somehow, I wouldn't know. Maybe somebody shared you the WhatsApp group link and you are here. So, all things being equal, Slack is just a very simple tool that you will find yourself on Slack if you follow the procedure of activating your Slack bot from your email. So you wouldn't have that email right now until ALX sends you the email. Since you are programmed for August, so wait for August, but you can as well keep on practicing so that you will not get so stuck, because so many people are going to be stuck, and that is just the main problem. It's not that they cannot learn, but the learning pace will be so stressful. So it is good if you are engaging right now. Maybe in your cohorts, if you have access to them, they can always join. I have some few students that are programmed for August that have been in my private class. I also have some of you in this cohort that have been taking my private class even before you started. So they are not going to be having problems at all. So I would encourage you. It is not everybody that can that has the means to own a private tutor. So you can always have resources. Follow our YouTube, the little you can get. But what a private tutorial, what a private tutor does is he takes you on a very fast speed. If you're going to spend 5 hours in reading something, he gives you a picture of what you're going to study in that 5 hours. It makes you understand it. Then you spend like 1 hour, 2 hours reading, while you spend the remaining 3 hours practicing. And when you practice what you understand, it makes it very easy. So practicing what you don't understand can be very, very frustrating, and that is why you have a private tutor. So that is just the concept. It is very confidential. You can always hit up with me on my DM if you want anything of such. So everything being equal, let us, okay, we still have some persons asking questions, because maybe we are okay. Lords Hame, Andrew, please ask your question, make it fast.
All right. Thank you for the presentation so far. What are the requirements for the private classes?
Yes, when you come, just come after this class, come to my DM, I will get you informed. It is
Your
it
DM
is
on WhatsApp.
yes, on WhatsApp.
All
Just
right.
DM the admin. Yeah.
What's your name on WhatsApp? What's your phone number on WhatsApp?
Okay, just check it right now on WhatsApp. I want to believe you on in our WhatsApp group. So go and check my post. I've been posting. You should see my post as the admin. Check the admin. It is very easy. I'm on a tie.
Preferably, you could just drop a message on WhatsApp because we have two admins on that platform. One Mr. Shegun and then the other one without a name. Could that be you?
Okay, yes, the first one with a name. Yeah.
Okay, you are Mr. Shegun, right? Is that
Yes.
yours?
Yes. So please Oluwadamilare or Odekomi, yes, please, you have the floor.
Oh, okay. My apologies. I actually raised that hand about some 10 minutes ago, and the question I intended to ask was to confirm if this session was being recorded, and I think someone asked that earlier, and you responded no.
Okay, yes, it's been recorded. You will have it on the YouTube link. Okay, is that all we have for questions? Okay, very quickly. Um, Let me close the board for questions and answers. So that is that. Yes. So yesterday we talked about creating. I want to first of all engage you by asking you questions with what we did yesterday. Um, yes. So please, I believe you all, whether you are in a class yesterday or not, I believe you already know how to create. You already have your GitHub account, right? If you don't have a GitHub account, please can you raise up your hand? You don't have a GitHub account. Lord Amen, Treasure Felix, Oluwadamilare Odekomi. Okay, you don't have a GitHub account. Okay, you can see this right now. Go to github.com and create your GitHub account right away. That was why I was playing. We had a foreplay of music so that all of you can engage with what you are supposed to. So I think we don't have much time on this section. So I will have to create another link so that we can start the class. So let us use the remaining time here so that those that are yet to create their GitHub account can create it. So go and create your GitHub account. Watch, I believe you must have watched the video. The essence of watching the video is to get you on the same lane, on the same pace with those that had the class yesterday. So I would not want to waste much time. So please kindly go and sign up. Go to github.com, github, github, and sign up. This is github.com. This is github.com. So go there right now and sign up. Sign up. Watch the video on how to create a repository, how to generate a token, and how to add your repo to your terminal, because you're going to need that. Yes. So right now, I want to also believe you all have this terminal. That is your what's it called? ALX. Let me close this terminal. You all have your GitHub desktop. I want to believe you all have your GitHub desktop. You're going to be having welcome on board. Let's see what it looks like. Here we talked. I was able to play this video for some of you yesterday.
Do hard things. All of us who are privileged enough to be healthy, to be alive, to have education, and to have influence, our role is not to do small things and to solve small problems. The only way that we can justify our privilege is by solving the world's biggest problems and by doing hard things.
We are now in an era where education is possible, information is possible. We can actually leapfrog and suddenly transform the potential of this burgeoning youth population into a very powerful force for change and for driving economic growth.
Nelson Mandela once said, "Every now and then, a generation is called upon to be great. You can be that great generation." I believe that we should carefully identify and cultivate the next generation of African leaders. Then this generation 4 that is coming up will be the greatest generation that Africa, and indeed the entire world, has ever seen. But of all the hard things we have to do, the most difficult thing is to keep going individually when everyone else is telling you this isn't going to work and no one believes in you and it looks like it's all going to work, and to keep faith and to have the perseverance and the passion to keep going. If you are like me, you didn't get here alone. Every single person has had someone who has been on this hard road with them.
Any young person in Africa, through their mobile phone, wants to understand anything about an idea they have, a technology that's emerging, they can find it. And they can use their brain power, and they can apply it to solve a problem. So
now, one might think, of course, Leadership matters everywhere. But if there's one thing you take away from my talk today, it is this. In Africa, more than anywhere else in the world, the difference that just one good leader can make is much greater than anywhere else. And so today, I want to raise a glass to those who journey with us as we do hard things.
So, are you ready to do hard things? I wanted to respond. Are you ready to do?
ALX is already a hard thing, so we are in it.
Okay. Yes, so this is going to be one of your projects. This is going to be your first project. I already made a very good explanation on how to go about this project yesterday. So you go and watch the video of yesterday so that we don't waste time on it. Watch the video of yesterday, how you can use Google Doc, how you can permit, how you can open your Google Doc, how you can navigate on Google Doc to do this project. So go and watch the video of yesterday. Yes. So getting hooked up on Slack. So this is going to expose you to what Slack, and this is the Jasper I was talking about. This is the Jasper. Can you see my screen now? Can you all see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, you can see
Yes.
screen.
So automatically, Jasper is a project you will be asked. They will give you resources to read. You will get to read about Slack and Jasper. So let me see if I can share you. Okay, I wouldn't have to do that. So this is just going to be a project on its own, and then at the end of it you will be asked to use this red bot. You will click on it by the time you have the project, and it will take you to your Jasper, that is your Jasper on Slack. I hope you're all following me. So this is going to take you, and automatically you will now be able to open a huddle of 6. So automatically you will definitely have other 6 members. So that is just all about that. So you don't have to bother yourself about creating a group of 6 persons. So deep dive into the intranet.
Please, I have a question about the Jasper.
Okay.
Please, the Jasper, are you the one that is going to pick the 6 people you want, or will they be picked for you automatically at random? You don't know them.
You can pick them, and the bot can also pick for you depending on what you want.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Treasure Felix.
Yes.
Treasure Felix, you want to ask a question?
Okay, yeah. Use GitHub. After creating an account, what else are we going to do?
Yes, after creating an account, have you created an account?
Yeah, I'm actually doing that.
Okay, we are going to still navigate on GitHub today, so just hold on. I believe you must have watched. Okay, go and watch after this class. For you to enjoy today's class very well, go and watch the video of yesterday's class on our YouTube channel. I believe you must.
Please, can we get the link to the video of yesterday's class?
Okay, let me see.
At least to help us filter amongst many videos on the channel.
So this is the video of yesterday. Your GitHub account. I will come again. Your GitHub desktop on your PC. Just click on your home, your GitHub page. Click on home. Then come down a little. You will see install GitHub desktop. Click on it. It will redirect you to download 64 bits. Okay, you can see I'm downloading it right away. Maybe I just have to re-download this. So to just read the so these were the things we did yesterday. They are quite very intensive and engaging. So you just need to spend time. You click on this. The instruction here. The instruction is public repo. No. Okay, that is that.
Don't forget to share the link. The link.
Yes, okay, I will do that now. And look for at github.com. You see, at github.com. You cannot delete it that way though. So you come here and delete this one. Delete the github.com and stop. We were inside this place now.
I'm still saying the same thing, no.
Present
Okay, so let me share the link. Can you see the link now?
Yes, we can see it. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, that is that. I think we have very limited time on this section so that we can start our class for tonight. I'm going to create another link and drop on the WhatsApp. Please just yes, Treasure Felix, I've dropped the link for yesterday's class so you can go and watch after this class. So I'm going to drop the link for our class now, the continuation of this class. So you just have to join immediately after this class. I think we have very limited time. Let me check the time that we have left.
How many people this class first of all? Then what is yesterday's class? Or which one was first of all?
What do you say?
People this class of today of tonight.
Can you what?
Or we should go and watch yesterday.
Can you wait? I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
I'm asking, can we go and watch yesterday's class first of all before we join the next class?
No, you can join this class. You can join this class. Then after this class, you go back to yesterday class for better understanding, so that you will not still miss today's class. Okay. I'm trying to see how many minutes that is left. We have 9 minutes. So okay, let's dive in. Let's dive in. So this is also going to be this is just a navigation of what ALX is all about. Then introduction to mindset. This video is also going to be one of the videos talking about mindset, grit and growth mindset. These are some of the projects you'll also be working on. and you will need the knowledge of Google Doc. Without Google Doc, you cannot do this project. So you will need the knowledge of Google Doc. That knowledge is in the last video, yesterday's lecture video. So make sure you watch it. Okay? Make sure you watch the video of yesterday so that you can have the knowledge of how to do this project. And a tweet also, this also map your mind is also a project. Map your mind is also, you also need the knowledge of Google Doc to do all these projects. That was why I took time to explain to you how to use Google Doc. Okay. Grid assignment part 2. You also be doing this. You also do it on your Google Doc. So I want you to take note of that. Owning your learning, grit, map your mind, grit. Okay, owning your learning is also a project you will also be exposed to. Peer learning, framework, approaching a project, technical questions, and all these resources are going to be disposed to you automatically to do this project. So your network is your net worth. It's also a project you will also be doing. Okay, you also be doing this project. You also be doing this project. Preserving your mental health. Preserving your mental health. Let me see how many minutes we have left. Okay, we still have 6 more minutes. Preserving your mental health and consequences of imposter syndrome is also a project you're also going to be doing. So get prepared. And real Buddhists. So it's also a project with some resources here that you will also be doing. So get prepared. So these are your onboarding projects. These are your onboarding projects. You onboarded already, onboarding, then onboarding projects, onboarding tools. So these are going to be your intensive classes. We're going to be starting how to navigate on Shell now. We'll just dive in, do some little things on Shell. Then tomorrow we can see a continuation of Shell and Emacs, VI, but we need to see how to create Git, a repository, and we've done that, so I don't want to waste more time on that. So, but there are projects that we're going to be doing. We're going to be treating all these projects, but I need to explain to you before we start treating those projects. So then you also have Shell, Emacs, and all of that. So that is that. Let's dive into today's class. I just want the few minutes to end so that we can start all again afresh for today's class. So I think,
Excuse me, sir. I have a question. Can you hear me?
okay, I'm with you.
Okay, sir. Please, all those projects you were talking about, your net worth is your something, and those projects we just talk about last. After finishing the project, who will be scoring us on that project? Like, will all the project be scored by another ALX student or just a particular project?
Okay, a fellow student will score you. That is why you need the knowledge of Google Doc. You will share the link you generate from your Google Doc, or then you send it to that port, to this port. Let me look for like this. For this now, you will share the link here. Then you will now copy this one just like this. You will copy it here. You now copy it. It is this one now. You copy from your Google Doc. Okay, you copy from your Google Doc. This is your Google Doc. Come here. You look for your Google Doc here. So you create a Google Doc. I already showed you in the last video. So there's a way to share this and go all about that. Go and watch that video. I will not want to waste our time on this. So it is the link you generate from there. It is the link you generate from there that will it is the link you generate from there that will now permit you to do this. Are you with me? So he's a fellow student. It's the link you now copy and paste on your WhatsApp and Slack. So you are giving them permission to see what you did. So they have been they will be programmed on how to score you. They cannot just give you anyhow mark. There's a way to score you. Every step, everything you do, there's a mark, there's a point for it. So they will mark you, and you can also see who scored you. So if a student scored you wrongly, you can also go and make comments and need to be responded to. So that is that. Are you good with that? Hope you are good now. So we are ending this section now. Okay, so right now we'll be looking at shell. There are some basic commands that we need to understand. These commands, we want to see how we can navigate, what all these things are all about. You know, very, very importantly, because you may not have time to start going through all these things by the time the project commences. Okay, sorry, I need to admit some people. So you may not have much time to start going through all of these projects. So you going ahead will give you an edge. So right now, you will need to open your bash. So can you see my desktop? Can you see my desktop right now?
Yeah.
Yes, we can.
You can see this terminal, right?
We are seeing a white screen with some content, the intranet.
No, I'm talking about this terminal.
Yeah. You can see the one fluctuating with binary codes, right?
No, not that one. I don't know. You're supposed to see it. Okay, let me be on my normal. Can you see it now? Can you see this? Okay, don't worry. I would do something about that now. Okay, we are going to be doing a navigation on all this. Can you see this? This one I'm highlighting right now.
Yes.
Okay, we're going to be navigating on shell. So we want to know what shell is all about. We want to navigate on shell. In this lesson, we will introduce you. In this lesson, we will introduce our first three commands: pwd, print working directory; cd, change directory; and ls, list files and directories. Those new to the command line will need to pay close attention to this lesson, since the concepts will take some getting used to. Okay, so we want to see what all these three commands can do for you: pwd, print working directory; cd, change directory; and ls, list files and directories. So we want to see what these things can actually do. So by the time you get to all these places, you can always find time to practicalize and get things done, you know, more in more space of time. So let me just break it down. We need to minimize this page. I'll need to minimize this page. Can you see my desktop? Can you see my desktop?
Oh,
No,
better.
No, no,
no.
the inside.
Okay. Uh, okay, let me use my just hold it. I think I'm having some calls on my phone, and it's please stop calling, please. Please, can you stop calling? Those calling me. Hello? 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 I'm still in section with them. Honestly, we didn't start on time. We used almost 40 minutes for question and answers. Honestly, we'll pause it. We'll need to pause or just stop and then just give me some few minutes, like 30, 40 minutes. I'll go over. Joe, Joe, Imagine, I wait here. Hello, please, somebody. Hello, somebody is having. Let me move this microphone. Somebody's microphone is making noise. Please, your microphone is making noise, please. Uh-huh. Yeah, I just muted him now. Like he's been obstructing my airflow. Okay. Who is this? Who is this Nemiam Baga? Please, can you mute your microphone? I would not want to remove you. I've been muting you, you keep unmuting yourself. Please. Nimia Baga. Please stop unmuting your microphone. Is intercepting what we are doing. Please stop um unmuting your microphone so that we can have a flowing class. Okay. I don't know why you are not seeing my GitHub desktop. I'm trying to project so that you can see. Just hold on. Let me give it a setup. Let me give it a setup so that you can see my so that you can see my GitHub desktop. Oh no. So it's not going to give it a permission to see it can only see within this frame. Okay, let me use I will use my Ubuntu, but I just wanted you to see how to. You can always see it. You can always see it on the recording, but those of you that are online now, I would need you to see it. Okay, are you all there? Please, can you respond?
Yes, sir. I'm
Okay,
here.
okay,
Yeah, yeah,
okay,
I'm here.
okay. So let's use our sandbox. Don't worry, in our next class, I'm going to show you how you can use your GitHub desktop. I would do a video because you cannot see. Those of you online cannot see because I am using a Google Meet. So the Google Meet can only show you what is within the Google Chrome terminal, the HTTP terminal. That is the only thing you can see. Anything, the GitHub desktop can only is an app on its own, so you cannot see it. It is only refrained. You can only see my screen on my web terminal, on my web page. You cannot see anything different. That is why you cannot see. But for those that are going to be watching the video, if I'm going to do a video separately on how to connect your, I will do a video on that separately apart from this class. So let us just take note of that. So right now, let's deep dive into these commands. On ALX, you'll be asked to do this project, zero create me project. So on this project, they said access your sandbox and change your working directory to root, then create an empty file. Okay, so
So I can't see the. Excuse me, sir. I can't see the project you are reading from.
okay, sorry. Thank you for that observation. So we want to navigate on these commands: pwd, ls, cd, less, touch, cp, mv, rm, mkdir, rmdir. All these commands are very, very primary to you. They are very, very important. So you're going to be given a quiz, and these are some of the quiz. You can check out this quiz uh, whenever it's going to be the same question. So you can always come to this video and check the quiz. You can share the video to your friends so that it can help them. Which command should you use to rename or move a file or a directory? So right now, the command that is used to rename or move a file is called mv. Hope you are seeing it. You use mv to what? To rename a file or move a file. I'm going to show you how to do that on your sandbox. How to move a file and rename a file. Okay, so which command should you use to display the current path or your current directory? That is your current working directory. The only thing, the command you can use is what? pwd. When you enter, you enter it and click enter. You write it and enter. It will take you, it will show you your current working directory. So number two, which command should you use to delete a file for or directory if additional arguments? You use rm to delete a file, not a directory. We have directory and we have a file. You use rm to delete only a file, don't forget. You cannot use rm to delete a directory. It will not work. It will tell you this file, this document is a directory. So you can only use rm to delete a what? A file. Now, which command should you use to create an empty file? You use what? Touch to create an empty file. Okay, so you can use touch to create an what? An empty file. Yes, which command should you use to copy a file? Which command should you use to copy a file? The command you use to copy a file is what? cp. That is the name of the command you can use to copy a file. You use cp to copy a file. Okay, now which command should you use to delete a directory? Which command should you use to delete a directory? You use what? rmdir. The meaning of rmdir is remove. Remove is rm. Directory, that is the short form. That's why we have rmdir, remove directory. So you can only use this to remove directory. You cannot use rmdir to remove a file. It will not work. It will tell you this document is a file. Okay, so now which command should you use to display the content of a file? Which command should you use to display the content of a file? You use what? less. That's less. Less will help you display the content of what? A file, not a directory. A file. You want to see what is inside a file, just say less and the name of the file. It will display it in your current working directory. Now, which command should you use to list all files of your current directory? Which command should you use to list all files of your current directory? The command you use to list all files of your current directory is what? ls. LS is what you will use to display, to list your current working directory. Okay, are you getting it now? Are you with me? Please, I need response.
Yes, sir, I'm with you.
Okay,
Yes, very
somebody is
much.
saying he's unable to join. Let me add, let me see. I'm busy here. Okay, just notify me should, in case you want to join and you are not able to join, I will add you up. Okay, so now we are on less. So LS means list. So for you to be able to see, to list all the files on your current directory, you need to use what? LS. And if you want to see it in a vertical form, you use LS, then you click space minus L, it will bring it out. Okay, so now which command should you use to create a directory? Which command should you use to create what? A directory. You can only use mkdir. The meaning of mkdir is what? Make directory. So you can only use mkdir to make directory. You cannot use this to make a file, it will not work. So also you can only use touch. We have it here. Where is it? We have touch. This one is used to create a file. We have a file and we have a directory. We have different command that is used to create a file, and we have different command that is used to create what? A directory. So touch is used to what? Create a file. Why um mkdir is used to what? To make a directory. Number 9, which command should you use to change a directory? Which command should you use to change directory? You use cd. Cd is a very important tool. We are going to see how we're going to navigate on how to use cd to what? To change your current working directory. So now we have our tasks, our first project. We may not be able to cover all these projects. Let me see. We may not be able to cover all these projects tonight. So whichever way, we are going to practice some of all the functionalities that we have seen. We'll try as much as possible to practice all these functions. So let me copy these functions and paste them somewhere here. Okay, so let us go straight dive. Let's use our sandbox. Let's use our sandbox. This is our sandbox. Okay, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Please, I
Yes,
need
yes.
everybody to respond. I believe there are ladies there too. Please.
Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, yeah.
So this is your sandbox now. This is the project. So you are asked, this is how your sandbox looks like. So for those of you, whenever you are giving your sandbox, whenever you want to use your GitHub desktop, maybe you don't want to use your sandbox. You don't want to use your sandbox, you want to use your GitHub desktop. All you just have to do is come here, click on your SSH, this, click on it, it will copy, then you go to your sandbox and paste it on your sandbox, then click enter. When you click enter, it will bring up.
Excuse me, sir. Do you mean paste it on? Do you mean Sandbox or paste it on our
Sorry,
desktop,
GitHub
GitHub
desktop.
desktop?
Sorry, you copy this. If you don't want to use your sandbox, if you don't want to use this web terminal on your sandbox, you want to use your GitHub desktop, just come here, copy this. And the reason why you are doing this is you want to connect your terminal to your sandbox because of the project that you want to do here. If not because of this project, you don't need it. I would have shown you how to connect your GitHub desktop with your GitHub account so that you can easily see whatsoever you are doing from your terminal on your GitHub. So I'll do a different video on that. So right now, you copy this and paste it on your GitHub desktop, click enter, then it's going to bring up a prompt to say yes. Then you write yes on it. When you write yes, somebody is asking to come in. Sorry. I have somebody raising up his hands. Yes,
sir.
ask
Good
a
evening, sir.
question.
Please, the GitHub desktop, is it necessary to download it?
Yes, it's necessary.
Because I don't have it.
Yes. Just go to your GitHub account, scroll down, you will see somewhere. Go and watch the previous video. There is a description on how I say you can download it. Just go and watch it after this class. So let's continue what we are doing. Yes.
Okay.
So now I'm trying to show you how to connect your webcam on your sandbox with your GitHub desktop. Then to bring a prompt after pasting this, to bring a prompt that you want to do so, just say yes. Type yes, yes. After typing yes, then click enter. It will now ask you for this password. Just click on this password and paste it and enter. Automatically you can see this. You will now see this. Let me open this now. Let me open this. So exact this same terminal you are seeing here, this same terminal you are seeing here is the same terminal you will have. Okay, let me show you the terminal. This same terminal you are seeing here is the same terminal you are going to see on your GitHub desktop. Automatically it will connect. Are you getting it now? So now we are now in our working terminal. This is where we want to work. This is where we want to interact with our shell. Okay, so the shell is there, but this is the terminal. So we are coming to other text editors like Emacs and Vim and all of that. So now we just want to work on our shell, and shell has its own command languages. So here, what is the first thing we want to study, we want to understand? We want to see the meaning of this PWD. Okay, we want to see the meaning of what? PWD. Now look at this. PWD, since the command line interface cannot provide graphics picture of the file system structure, we must have a different way of presenting it. To do this, think of the file system tree as a maze, okay? And that we are standing in it at any given moment. We are located in single directory. Inside that directory, we can see its files and the pathway to its present directory. and the pathway to the directories of the directory in which we are standing. What this is trying to say is, e say think of the file system tree as a maze and that are standing in it. Okay, now let me give you a very clear example. Let me give you a clear example. Let me come back. Let me come back here. Now, what I want to use that simple illustration to explain is this. You are in a room and you are in a sitting room, a living room. Okay, are you with me? You are in a living room and you have different doors. You have the door to your room, you have doors to the children's room, you have doors to visitors room, you have door to storeroom, you have different doors and they are all written living room, storeroom, visitors room, and all those different rooms. Now, for you to know which room you are, if peradventure they close your eye, or let's say your eye is open, for you to know which room to enter, the only way to know the room that you are is by using what? PWD. PWD. So this PWD, can you see my screen? Hope you are seeing my screen.
Yes, we are.
Yes,
Yes.
Who is this that is saying nobody is letting him in? Please just go to the comment section and let me know. I'm busy with class. I may not know that you are waiting, so you just have to wait. Okay, I've added whosoever that is wanting to join. Okay, let's continue with what we are doing. So the PWD will give you access. Now you have the PWD is showing you that this is a particular room. Now this hash is showing you a central living room. This is not the working directory that you want to work in. This is just this hash shows how would I put it? This directory do not give you an official access. Are you getting me? You do not have official access. This hash is telling you you do not have official access to this directory. So ALX has designed a working directory for you, and your working directory code is, so you already see that this is not the working directory you want to work in. Let's go back to ALX site. Here, this is the working directory ALX wants you to work /root. They say change your working directory to what? /root. That is the working directory they want you to work. But right here now, in this place, you are in a different working directory. So this PWD has helped you to know that you are not even in the working directory ALX wants you to work. So now you have used that to check. It's just like an indicator. It will help you search the working directory you are. So for you to enter into the real working directory, you need to make use of a particular command, and that command is called, let me open it, cd. This is it here. This one, we have done this, so let me just mark it. Let me mark it. So this, let's come to this, or we can take them one by one, then now do our project. Let's work on ls. What is the function of ls? Okay, yes, let's see. What is the function of ls? Sorry, could you see my jots, my notepad?
No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. We can see
No,
your
we're not
notepad.
seeing it.
No,
No.
sir. No, sir.
No, we're
No,
not.
sir.
Okay.
No.
Oh,
We
okay.
can't
You
see
can't
it, sir.
see it because the notepad is a different app, and you can only see whatsoever that is on this my web terminal on the Google Meet. It is group a Chrome, so anything that is on the Chrome is the only thing you can see. I think somebody is trying to join, so sorry about that. But
Excuse me, sir.
yes, I'm
Can you
with
hear me?
you.
What if you use that doc, Google Doc, and show us
Okay,
your
okay,
what they
okay,
calling
okay.
it,
That's
your
good.
notes?
That's good. That's a good idea. Okay, let me do that. So let me copy and paste those things here. So yes, can you see my Google Doc now?
Yes,
Okay, let
yes.
me let me email the Google Doc.
I can see it,
Okay,
sir.
shell commands. So we already did this. I told you PWD will help you. It will help you to it will show you the working directory you are working in. And we already saw that ALX want us to be in this working directory. We are not yet in the working directory. So we want to see the functionality of ls. What is the meaning? What is the functionality of ls? The functional, let's now go back to ls. Let's go back to our terminal. In our terminal here, the functionality of ls, the functionality of ls is to list. The meaning of ls means to list. To list what we are doing, to show us the list of all what we are doing. I mean, all what we have in our current directory. So this is not the directory ALX want us. We are still going to that directory, don't worry. But ls will show us what is inside. So now we want to see all what is inside this working directory. Is this thing empty? Are there nothing inside this room? After entering into a room, you want to know what is inside. How can you know? You use ls. So now let's click enter. You click, the next thing you click is enter, so you can see what ls is bringing. You can see all what ls is showing me on my screen. So if I want to see this thing in a vertical mode, all these things on my terminal in a vertical mode, what am I going to do? I will say ls minus l. Then it will show me everything in a vertical mode. You can see it. You can see it. Can you see what I am showing you now?
Yes, sir.
Please,
Yes,
I
sir.
need you all to respond.
Yes, sir. We can see you, sir.
Sir, I can see it. Yes, I can see it.
Okay, just hold on. Okay. Um, you can see the two things I am showing you now. I'm just trying to read through a message that was dropped on the WhatsApp group. I think that's a nice idea from Skylit Global. Right now, you see this is the vertical mode. This one, this first one, LS, will show you a an horizontal display, a parallel mode, horizontal display of what is inside your working directory. You see it now. LS minus L will show you a vertical display of what you have. You can see everything. You can see they are still there. This one is there, this one is there, but they are showing you in a what, in a vertical mode. Hope you can grasp what I am showing you right now. Okay, any
Yes, sir.
question on that? Okay, let me add something. Man, clear, so that we can see the functionality of that right now. So this one, we have seen the functionality of seeing what LS can do. LS will help us to navigate on our direct to navigate to show the list of what we have. So let's see what actually adding clear. What will clear do for us? Let's go and practicalize it. Let's see what clear will do. So right now I'm at the end of the tab. Look at where I am here. Can you all see me? Can you see me here moving? Okay.
Yes, sir.
So now let's
Yes, I can
make
see.
use of the
Yes.
command clear. What will clear do? Clear will help us wipe our screen when our screen is full. Okay, you want to start all over, just you want to continue a work, but because all these things has occupied your screen, so you want to clean your screen. So clear will help you to clean everything. You can see it. You now click on enter to wipe everything off. That does not mean what you're doing have been cancelled. It just wipe off your screen. Okay, so let me say this this class, or let me say what is today's date. Let me now say what is today's date. Today's, yeah, let me just write that. So to clean this, what do I do? Instead of using backspace, or let me say, sorry, let me enter a command. Let me check what today's date is. Carl, you can see today's date right now. Today is 17th. Am I right? Today is 17th, right? Okay,
Yes,
today,
sir.
let's see what time we are. You can see the time. So I now want to clear this. The only way to use it is what? Just enter clear and say enter. It has been cleared. So that is that for this second command. That is for this second command. I want to believe you are all following me. So let's see
Yes, sir.
what CD can do for us. Let's see what CD can do for us. Sorry. Let's see what CD can do. Now, the functionality of CD now. Now, let me list. Let me now CD. CD will help me to change my working directory. Let's go to that notes. Look at it. To change the working directory where we are standing in the maze or in the room, you have actually left your living room. You have entered into your actually entered into your room, your bedroom. You now want to leave your bedroom. You now want to enter into visitors room. For you to enter visitors room, to find yourself in visitors room, you need to use what? A command. And what command do you need to use? You need to use what? CD. That's what this thing is saying. We use the CD command to do this. We type CD followed by what? A path name of the desired working directory. So now I want to leave my bedroom to visitors room. What do I supposed to say? I will just say what? CD. I'll now say space. I'll click space. I'll now add visitors room. Bam! I'll just click on enter. It will take me to visitors room. That's the function of this CD you are seeing here. Okay, you have to enter the desired place you want him to take you to. Are you getting me? Are you all with me? Okay,
Yes, sir. Yes,
so
sir.
Yes, sir.
now let's practicalize it. LS has shown us all what we have here. Let me clear the screen and start all over again. PWD is showing us the current working directory we are. LS is showing us what we have in this current directory. Then CD will take us into another working directory.